What do you do when you think or know that your spouse is in a religious cult? And this is another problem that is at the higher level. So what's happening here is that the spiritual, the religious ideologies, or what both of you are following religiously, are now disconnected. There's no partnership in that. And so the problem really occurs at the level of total partnership. So you're not united in the area of religion. And in this case, maybe the man has just drifted into a wrong religion, or a cult. You call it a cult. So it's not just the religion, it's just that you feel that they are in danger and their lives are being manipulated by somebody. And that's what a cult is, where people gather together and they're being manipulated, and you feel like that. Now, what do you do? How do you solve that problem? That problem occurs, like I said, at the higher level of relationship, at total partnership. And since it's at that high level, the reason when anything is wrong at a higher level, the problem usually starts from the lower levels. So when something is wrong at a higher level, the problem usually starts at a lower level. So what do? We need to figure out exactly where the problem is. If you are peaceful, your joy is good, you don't feel stressed when you see your spouse going into that. I mean, you don't feel a personal stress, you just feel concern for them. If that's what you're feeling, then that's good. So we go at the level of massive love tank, so that his behavior in the cult doesn't trigger you to do the wrong things. If you're not doing that, so if you're not doing any wrong thing each time that he does his own thing and goes into his cause, then you are almost ready to solve the problem by just working on great friendship. But most times I discover that the problem really is not at the level of great friendship, it's at the level of true submission to God yourself, because many people are afraid that if they engage with their spouse on a topic that that they don't agree on, there is going to be they may be pulled into something that they don't agree, and so because of that they stay away. Now, if you are strong in your faith, what happens is that you will not be afraid to talk to your spouse. You will not be afraid to engage your spouse in what the ideologies and the things that they are doing in the cause, so that you can then begin to interject questions. Now, ask more questions that may open them up to thinking about things in a different way. All right. You want to make sure that you're able to bring questions and thoughts and your own lifestyle to counter some of these things that are happening within the cause. And so this is how we can rescue. So, and you have to think of the fact that this is your friend and you want to rescue them from a thought that you know is not ideal for them. And in order to do that, you build friendship. So after you have settled yourself, many times when I talk to people, the challenge is not at the friendship level, and the real challenge is at the lower level, where they themselves are not stable enough, they're not strong enough in themselves to handle the challenges of their spouse. But in this situation, really, you need to build friendship so that they can talk with you, ask them questions, they ask you questions, you bring your life, the power of God, into submission to God, into the relationship. And so you, in your place of prayer, as you're strengthening yourself in the place of prayer, you're countering the plans of the enemy, you're declaring the truth. You don't try to force them to get out of the cult, but you're speaking the truth in love. You're speaking the word. You're engaging with them with scriptures in a loving, gentle manner. And they begin to see the love of God, the life of God flow through you, and to draw them. Usually light will always chase darkness. So if you believe that you're in the light and they're in the darkness, then if you just bring your light properly into the relationship, it should move the darkness away. This is how I will encourage you to work on that situation.